Someone took out him and his whole gang. Who do you figure it was?
I know nothing.
Wait. What is that? What is that? Oh, wait, I've got to hear that again. So we've got an interesting video to check out today. 10 Brits who tricked America with their fake accents. I've got to be honest. I don't think I could put on an American accent. I don't know. I probably would be absolutely useless at trying to put on an accent. And I'm very curious to see if there's any in this list that I didn't already know were British. So it should be really cool to check out. Just before we jump into the video, I'd really appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button. It massively helps out the channel. We're growing. After I finish editing this video, I'm going to try and jump through some comments because I do like responding to you. But let's jump into the video and check this one out.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK. And today we're examining our picks for the most famous times British actors left Americans confused about their nationality after imitating their accents on screen. We'll see which projects the actors bamboozled the States with and the reaction from the audience.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Henry Cavill.
Within the confines of the hobby, we call it our grey pile of shame.
After popping up in The Tudors, Cavill became a national treasure in the UK. He quickly climbed the Hollywood ranks, finding himself cast as the all-American superhero Superman in 2013's Man of Steel.
Look, I'm here to help, but it has to be on my own terms.
The accent Cavill developed for Clark Kent was included in a study by the language app Babbel, which ranked it highly. His work also caused some to...
The only thing I've seen him in is Superman, so I always assumed he was American. Now I'm just thinking, if I hear an American person put on a British accent, sometimes I can notice it. Just little things. So when we go through this video, let me know if you noticed it. If you noticed little things that they done wrong. For me, I honestly thought he was American. I believe
he was a US national. The Jersey-born actor then met with Guy Ritchie to star in 2015's The Man from U.N.C.L.E. The director praised Cavill's Man of Steel voice, but initiated strict training to nail a new American accent for the film. And it paid off.
I've not seen this.
I'm okay, I think.
However, Cavill has spoken about struggling to switch back to his original accent. Andrew Lincoln.
Truth is that when I read the script, I just went, oh, I didn't know that it was based on the comic book.
He's British.
You know?
The Southern American accent is notoriously tricky for a Brit performer to pull off.
I've seen The Walking Dead, and I did not know that he was British. These guys are putting on some good accents. These guys, wow. I'm actually blown away.
Often, they can come across as sounding like Cletus from The Simpsons, but beyond a couple of shaky moments, on the whole, Lincoln pulled it out of the bag as Rick Grimes in The Walking Dead. Best known in the UK for Love Actually and Teachers, he worked his socks off to portray the Georgia accent on The Zombie Show.
Last thing she said this morning. Sometimes I wonder if you even care about us at all.
Mad.
She said that in front of our kid.
With the help of dialect coach Jessica Drake, Lincoln first read the lines phonetically, but after a while, he seemingly settled into the role. Even castmates were surprised by the London-born actor speaking in his English accent off-camera, believing him to be American the whole time.
These are serious
rounds.
That's
interesting.
Might be serious guns here, too.
Andrew Garfield.
Make your point quickly.
Okay, fine. There may not be a dinosaur running around Manhattan, but there is something more dangerous, and I know who it is.
Many of Garfield's most famous roles have the actor portraying an American accent. Whether it's The Amazing Spider-Man, The Social Network, or Hacksaw Ridge, the actor can fool us all by thinking he's from the States, but he's not. At least not completely. Born in Los Angeles, California, to American and English parents, Garfield was raised in Surrey. When he communicates in his English voice, not only are fans surprised, but colleagues Emma Stone and Zendaya have also spoken about their shock in realizing he's English.
No one come in because this is me naked in here, vocally. Not literally, I wasn't singing naked, but this could have been.
Another actor who wore the mantle of the web slinger and bamboozled the US is Tom Holland. The Surrey-born actor has spoken about his struggles with acting in an English accent after years of imitating a US one.
I can't act in an English accent anymore. Yeah. I did a commercial the other day as Tom Holland, and I was like, hey guys, how you doing? And they're like, you're from Kingston.
Idris Elba.
You're going out on point, picking up business in the pit. What? You're the man in the lowriders.
After he appeared...
See, that's interesting for me because I remember him from Luther. If you've never heard of Luther and you want to check out a really good British programme, check out Luther. It's all about a detective in London. Really interesting program. I got gripped on it when it first came out. So that was the first time I see Idris Elba. So for me, I always knew he was British. I always knew he had an English accent, a London accent. But let me know when you first see him on TV or on films. Did you think he was American?
In the critically acclaimed US show The Wire, many people, including Brits, believed Elba to be American. The accent, which he spent 3 years working on in New York, was impressive and seemed natural. Following that with another American dialect in The Office, this seemingly sealed him as a US national in people's heads. As demonstrated in Luther and as Heimdall in the MCU, Elba is very much English.
I'd auditioned for this for so long and they told me, you know, don't come in with your English accent. It doesn't sound very...
You see him sounding like this.
Yeah, 4 times.
Get out of here!
Come on, Chris.
Born and raised in London, Elba had to hide his English accent from The Wire producers when he auditioned for the role. But before The Wire, his US voice wasn't good. In fact, it had to be dubbed by someone else, and he tried it in 1994's Space Precinct.
Someone took out him and his whole gang. Who do you figure it was?
I know nothing.
Wait. What is that? What is that? Oh, wait, I've got to hear that again.
Space Precinct.
Someone took out him and his whole gang. Who do you figure it was?
I know nothing about nothing.
Millie Bobby Brown. If you watched Stranger Things without any context of the actors, you'd likely have believed Brown was a US national.
If this all happened, why don't I remember?
Many folks did, both in Blighty and across the pond. Born in Marbella, Spain, to British parents, Brown's family moved to Bournemouth when she was a child.
Oh,
later,
I didn't know that.
They relocated to Florida. Growing up, Brown watched a lot of Hannah Montana to practice an American dialect, and all that hard work seemingly paid off. However, her natural speaking accent now switches between American and English.
She somehow makes everything about her.
Well, she's just very
so
cute.
Selfish.
Brown isn't alone in the Stranger Things cast. Charlie Heaton has startled viewers with his natural Yorkshire accent. London-born Joseph Quinn, another Stranger Things alumnus, has also snuck his real voice past the audience.
And I was asked to wait there for about 20 minutes, and then I was summoned to this desk.
Interesting.
Cary Grant. It's not just modern British actors who've duped the audience into thinking they say soccer instead of football. Grant was born and raised in Bristol as Archibald
This might be
Leach.
before my time.
Really?
Oh, 1959. That's why.
He moved to the US after performing with the Pender troupe over there. Reinventing himself as Grant, he went on to develop a mid-Atlantic accent and starred in acclaimed films North by Northwest and None But the Lonely Heart. Due to being private and rarely doing interviews, the actor hid his Bristolian heritage for years.
Just why did you come to the Riviera anyway?
To meet someone as charming as you.
So wait, a lot of people thought that he was American. He would hide it so a lot of people didn't know. That's really interesting.
Kate Winslet.
Don't presume to tell me what I will and will not do. You don't know me.
Well, you would have done it already.
For younger...
Wait, I've never even thought about this. So in Titanic, is Kate Winslet American or English? Because obviously Leonardo DiCaprio is playing an Irish person. That's interesting if she is, because she's playing an American person and Leonardo DiCaprio is playing an Irish person. But I can't remember now. Is she American or is she English in Titanic?
Viewers who hadn't seen her not well-received US accent in Titanic, but watched her in 2021's Mayor of Easttown with a Delco voice, they may think the Berkshire-born Winslet is from the States. Even critics in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania have praised her voice work on the limited series.
Yeah, I just need something simple, really. It's a baby turtle.
As Winslet's career progressed, the Oscar-winning actor has only gotten better with her American voice. Her remarkable work in 2004's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a testament to this. Further American characters in Steve Jobs and Revolutionary Road have solidified the misconception she's from across the pond.
People come up to me in the street more about The Holiday and the episode of Extras that I did.
The Holiday, I remember.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis? From Gangs of New York.
The legendary method actor has made a name for himself in the States.
I didn't
Most
know
of
he was
his
British.
top credited work involved their various accents, from Gangs of New York as Bill the Butcher to There Will Be Blood as Daniel Plainview. Each time, he's knocked it out of the park with his vast dedication. So much so that Day-Lewis was even cast as the iconic US president in 2012's Lincoln, earning him his third Oscar.
It'll
I've not
point
seen
you
this film.
true north from where you're standing. but it's got no advice about the swamps, deserts, and chasms that you'll encounter along the way.
Born in London to English and Irish parents, the now retired actor would stay in character off camera during production, including doing the American accent, which helped him nail the performances.
That makes sense.
I tend really to only work on things that I have a kind of compulsion to do.
No way.
Christian Bale.
That's his voice.
Let's see Paul Allen's card.
Oh, wait.
If you were reading an actor's credits and saw they played Batman and
I
Dick
didn't know he was
Cheney
British either.
and starred in a film called American Psycho, you'd expect the performer to be a full-blooded American. But nope, Bale is British through and through. Born in Pembrokeshire, Wales, to English parents, the family later settled in England, where Bale began turning himself into a constant in the American film.
See, now that kind of makes sense. There's a really well-known football player, or soccer you might call it, who played for the team that I support. In fact, he was probably one of the best soccer players in the world. He was Welsh, and his second name's Bale. If you ever heard of Gareth Bale, amazing football player or amazing soccer player, had the same name, and he was Welsh. I never really thought about that though. I always thought this guy was American.
Industry. Whenever he's interviewed, even in the UK, the audience is startled to hear the Cockney twang in his voice.
You know, the characters were fascinating, the lifestyle, the towns. The town is such an important part.
This even happened after he won a Golden Globe in 2019. His acceptance speech baffled viewers with his standard accent, and Bale loves it. He worked hard on his US accent for roles, showing him that the work paid off.
I didn't come here to thank you.
That's crazy.
I came here to show you that not everyone at Gotham's afraid of you.
Hugh Laurie.
I know. Court records are sealed. You were 16. It was a stupid mistake.
Majority of these
gym
people.
teacher has a big mouth.
When Bryan
I didn't
Singer
even
was
know.
casting the title role for House, he adamantly wanted an American actor for the American character. So you can imagine how happy he was to see a grizzled Laurie auditioning with a US accent, securing him the iconic role that bagged him so many awards. However, as we know from his years of working in the UK, the actor is very much English.
It's also a bit of an escape route, because if you mess something up and it doesn't sound right, you've always got the excuse of saying, well, I'm not really, that's the whole point, I'm not really an American, that was a deliberate mistake.
Born in Oxfordshire and educated in England's illustrious private schools and universities, he became a comedic actor, famously with Blackadder. Even appearing with a British accent in American productions like Friends and Flight of the Phoenix still didn't clue the States in that Laurie wasn't a Yank before House. Laurie's work was that good.
Fine. Consult the specialist.
Which British actor who nailed US accents did we miss? Chiwetel Ejiofor, Benedict Cumberbatch, Will Poulter, Rosamund Pike, or someone else? Let us know below.
This video's been so interesting.
Did you ever get that thing where you're sure you forgot something, but you can't figure out what?
Wow, I'm shocked by some of them. Some of them I had no clue about. There was a few like Idris Elba. I watched him in TV programs long before he was famous in America. But yeah, some of them I would never have guessed that, especially the guy from Gangs of New York. I had no clue he was British. That's so interesting. That must be so much skill, so much time and dedication put in to just getting that accent perfect. That's incredible. Absolutely amazing. But that was a really good video to check out. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for checking it out with me. And I'm going to catch you on the next reaction.